Yeah, I wanted to ask you, so do you feel like the guys are feeling the pressure to compensate for the pitching struggles this year? And are they pressing? Are they tight? I mean, what is the struggles on the mound also hurting the offense?
You know what? If we were a dominant pitching staff, yeah, you'd probably see a better offensive output. But you really, I don't think you can put your finger on it. I don't know if you can really say that they're feeling pressure to score runs, because from the very outset of the season, you have that feel of players 1 through 9 in the offensive lineup, contributing at their individually ability level. So, but I know with good pitching, baseball is very contagious. Hitting's contagious, but when you have good pitching, it filters down to the offensive and defensive component of the team. So, with well-pitched games, I think you have a tendency to make better plays, and offensively, you understand that runs are very precious, and that's when you start having multiple runs per inning.
With the injuries and kind of the struggles with the staff, I mean, you would hope that being the head coach that somebody would step up, as you mentioned. I mean, how hopeful are you that somebody, at the back end of the rotation, at the end of the bench, will step up and surprise you and grab that spot?
Well, you hope so. I mean, we put some players in those situations to be successful and give them their opportunities, and for the most part, they haven't come through. But every outing is a learning experience for these guys, and you hope that they can take something from their experiences and make it better the next time. And I think a lot of it is confidence. A lot of it has to do with what they bring to the mound as a pitcher. I mean, they have to, quality stuff, as they say. It really helps when you're pitching at Vegas Stadium or pitching against a limited bat to have a swing and miss pitch. We don't have a lot of pitchers that have that one swing and miss pitch, and possibly there's a pitcher or two that do have that, but they're going non-competitive pitches where their swing and miss pitch is not around the strike zone. So it's kind of twofold. I mean, what's successful is not really velocity at this level, just mixing three pitches, a fastball, changeup, and then either a curveball or slider. If you can do that, then you're going to be successful at this level, at the next level. And I think pitchers need to understand that hitting is very difficult. It's a tough skill, and they should perceive it that way on the mound. They should have a lot of confidence. They should attack the strike zone, and they shouldn't be afraid of contact. They shouldn't be afraid of going to get those spots. And if they understand hitters' weaknesses and hitters' swings, makes them better. But they have to be able to rotate.
With just the 7 wins, I mean, kind of an opposite of last year where you guys kind of shot out of the gate and were in the rankings, and everything was going well early. So with the struggles, I mean, how tough is it for you to make sure everyone's, not dragging their chins, and everyone's staying positive and hopeful, and not basically, throwing away the year? Because I mean, there's still obviously a lot of baseball left, obviously with conference as well. But I mean, just talk about trying to keep the team in a positive frame of mind.
Yeah, this team is fine. The efforts are always they work hard, and they work hard on the field and the weight room. They're fine in that aspect. Now, from a confidence standpoint, you start second guessing yourself as a player and as a team. So we addressed this before Sunday's game. They're looking for that magic answer. What uniform are we going to wear, or what do we need to get on the right track? It has nothing to do with that. It's about just going out and respecting the game and playing the game the right way, and putting together 9 solid innings from an offensive and defensive standpoint. And you're not looking for the superstitious answer that's going to get you. So we addressed that, and it worked on Sunday. I mean, they came out with a completely different focused attitude. What was a business-like attitude in the dugout? It wasn't rah-rah. And it was respecting the game, playing the game the right way, and things worked out on that given day.
My last question, talking about UCLA. I mean, with a team that's been struggling lately, I mean, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because I mean, you go down there, win a couple of, that could turn the whole season around. So how do you look at the series down there?
Well, I mean, it's just an opportunity for us. Yeah, you like to just as easily be the number one team in the country. It's great. I mean, that's why we try to schedule as tough as the schedule as possible, and if people will play us, we'll go anywhere and play. Some years you get it, but some years you got to get kicked in the teeth, and you got to figure out how to beat these better teams. If your ultimate goal is to go to a College World Series, then you're not going to play the majority of your games against cold weather schools where you can rack up a lot of wins. And it's very difficult to win out on the West because there aren't any pushovers. Anybody you play out here is very good, and it's really tough to sweep a weekend series. So we look at the opportunity to play. I mean, their numbers are off the charts. I mean, the guys that they have on their weekend rotation are guys that are going to be real high draft picks. Their numbers are incredible. They don't get a lot of hits. The opponent's batting average is very low. They take care of the ball defensively, and offensively they have some pretty impressive numbers. So it's good. I mean, it's good to get on the road, good to play them there. It'll be a great environment for us to play against. We're not going to see a better pitching staff than going up with that. But it's a challenge for our players, and you want players in your program that are going to step up to that challenge. And it's not if they're successful or not. It's just mentally that they're willing to go toe-to-toe with their opponent and not back down and be fearless and win or lose.